For Bruce Lee, martial arts were never just about kicks and punches, they were about mastering the mind. He believed that the mind was the true battlefield, and that without mental strength, even the most skilled fighter would crumble under pressure. One of his core practices was visualization. Bruce would sit quietly and imagine himself in combat, moving fluidly, striking with speed, and countering with precision. He trained his mind to see success before it happened. This mental rehearsal built confidence and reduced hesitation, allowing him to act instinctively in real fights. Another technique was self-reflection. Bruce wrote daily in his journals, recording his thoughts, emotions, and weaknesses. By understanding his own fears and frustrations, he was able to overcome them. He saw self-knowledge as a weapon. Once a fighter knew himself fully, no opponent could exploit his mind. Bruce also practiced mindfulness and presence. He taught that a fighter must remain fully aware in the moment, free from distraction or overthinking. Don't think, feel, he reminded his students. In combat, this meant letting go of rigid plans and reacting naturally, without fear or hesitation. Discipline of the mind was equally important. Bruce conditioned himself to endure pain, fatigue, and doubt. He would push beyond his limits in training, not only to strengthen the body, but to prove to his mind that he was capable of more than it believed. This mental toughness carried over into his performances, his teaching, and his life. Finally, Bruce believed in the power of belief. He wrote affirmations and lived by them, such as, "I will be the best, not for others, but for myself." His mental training was rooted in self-confidence, resilience, and the refusal to let external doubt weaken his spirit. To Bruce Lee, the fighter's true weapon was not the fist, it was the mind that guided it. His mental training techniques made him not just a martial artist, but a philosopher of human potential. Bruce Lee believed that the true fight begins in the mind. Long before stepping into combat, he trained his thoughts, emotions, and focus with the same intensity that he trained his body. For him, a fighter who mastered the mind could never be broken, no matter how tough the opponent. One of his most powerful tools was visualization. Bruce would close his eyes and picture himself in combat, striking with precision, countering effortlessly, and moving like water. This mental rehearsal conditioned his subconscious, so that when the real fight came, his body already knew what to do. He said, "As you think, so shall you become." Another vital practice was daily journaling and self-reflection. Bruce carried notebooks everywhere, writing down training routines, philosophies, weaknesses, and goals. He examined his fears, doubts, and emotions with brutal honesty. To him, the fighter who knew himself deeply could never be surprised by fear, it had already been faced and understood in the me.